This video didn't reach you by chance. If you are one of the chosen ones, you already sense that this message is meant for you. And to understand why, imagine an ordinary man, dedicated and competent in his work. Day after day, he strives to improve his skills, treat his colleagues fairly, and act with integrity. However, as he observes his surroundings, he notices a troubling pattern. Those who manipulate, deceive, and exploit seem to rise quickly through the ranks. They receive promotions, recognition, and privileges, while he who seeks to grow through merit and honesty keeps being left behind. Why does this happen? Does the world truly favor the most ruthless? Is there room for those who choose a different path? One based on consciousness, personal growth, and justice? Or are we doomed to a system where only those who play dirty achieve success? This is not an isolated issue. It's a dilemma that has spanned centuries and manifests across different areas of life, from the corporate world to politics and business. What many fail to realize is that this dynamic is not just a social accident or a flaw in the system. It reflects something much deeper: the prevailing level of consciousness in humanity and the way energy and information shape our reality. Power and influence are not just material concerns. They are governed by invisible laws that few understand, and those who know how to manipulate these laws to their advantage end up dominating the game. If this is true, then an even bigger question arises. Are the chosen ones, those who seek evolution and justice, destined to fail? Or is there a way to rewrite the rules of the game without becoming like those who exploit and destroy? The manipulation matrix and the game of power. We live in a world where power is not distributed fairly. Instead, it is claimed by those who understand the art of manipulating reality. From ancient empires to modern corporate environments, we see the same pattern repeating. Those who master the hidden mechanics of influence and control rise to the top, while those who operate with pure intentions often face obstacles. The true game of power is not based on morality, but on the ability to shape collective perception and control the flows of energy and information. The most ruthless individuals understand this perfectly. They know that the physical world does not respond to justice, but to the force of intention. Lying, deceiving, and exploiting are strategies they use without hesitation, because they recognize that external reality is merely a manifestation of the mental and energetic structure they sustain. This view aligns with concepts widely discussed by Carl Jung, who saw the human psyche as the true battleground between archetypes of domination and archetypes of transcendence. In the end, the matrix favors those who know how to manipulate it and discourages those who try to win by simply hoping for justice. Friedrich Nietzsche, in his distinction between master morality and slave morality, pointed out this phenomenon by stating that moral rules were created by the weak to control the strong. However, while this perspective is partially true, it does not represent the full extent of spiritual knowledge. The real question is, do the chosen ones truly need to submit to this dynamic? Or is there a way to transcend it and still achieve true prosperity? Since you've made it this far, take a moment to like this video right now. This isn't just a casual click. It's a confirmation that this message resonates with you. This content was created by a chosen one, for chosen ones. That's why I believe you shouldn't just like the video. You should also subscribe to the channel. Do it now, before you get distracted and forget. But one thing is certain. The knowledge I'm sharing here will stay with you. The illusion of justice and the passivity of the chosen ones. From childhood, we are taught that simply being a good person will ensure that the universe rewards us with blessings and success. This idea, though comforting, ignores a fundamental truth. The universe does not simply reward goodness, but rather consciousness and action aligned with the energy of creation. This concept relates to what is known as the just world fallacy, the mistaken belief that there will always be fair compensation for every good deed. But, as seen throughout history, the chosen ones often remain trapped in a cycle of waiting for justice that never arrives. The Matrix wants the chosen ones to remain passive. The more they believe that simply waiting for good to triumph is enough, the weaker they become. This keeps them trapped in repetitive cycles, watching as those without moral constraints take control. However, the real issue is not kindness itself, but how it is applied. Being a chosen one does not mean being passive. It means understanding the hidden mechanics of reality and acting consciously to manifest one's own destiny. The passivity of the chosen ones prevents them from accessing their true strength. While they wait, the ruthless have already made the decisions that will shape the world around them. But this situation can be reversed. The key lies in mastering information and energetic consciousness to become true creators of their own reality. The power of information, the true key to success and prosperity. The reality we live in is shaped by information, not just in an intellectual sense, but in an energetic sense. What we think, feel, and believe generates vibrational patterns that determine the opportunities and challenges that arise in our lives. The ruthless understand this mechanism and use it to strengthen their position through manipulation and ego, extracting power from the fear and submission of others. But the chosen ones possess a much greater potential. Unlike the ruthless, who rely on exploitation and control, the chosen ones have access to a higher force, the ability to vibrate in harmony with cosmic laws and manifest prosperity through expanded consciousness. This means they can achieve success, influence, and abundance without resorting to destruction or manipulation. The real question is not whether there is room for the chosen ones in the game of power, but whether they are ready to play by cosmic rules instead of the Matrix's rules. The concept of the meta-human, or the human of the future, discussed by various thinkers and esoteric philosophies, represents this transition. While the ruthless operate within the Matrix, the chosen ones can transcend its limitations and access a level of consciousness where manipulation and exploitation are unnecessary. This concept has been symbolized in different ways throughout history. Nietzsche's Übermensch, the hermetic androgen of alchemy, and the spiritual masters of Eastern traditions. All these archetypes point to the same truth. Humans can elevate their frequency, take control of their reality, and achieve prosperity without becoming tyrants. The true evolution of humanity will not be led by the ruthless, but by the chosen ones, who understand how to align their consciousness with the higher forces of the universe. These individuals, who master the energy of creation and use it consciously, will be the ones shaping the future. Not through domination, but through a deep understanding of the interconnection between mind, energy, and matter, the true path of the chosen ones. The greatest mistake of the chosen ones is not in being just or good, but in failing to understand that true power lies in spiritual evolution, combined with action and strategy. Prosperity and growth are not privileges reserved for the most ruthless. They are the rights of those who understand how to align their consciousness with the energy of creation. The world does not punish kindness, but it does punish inertia. Simply wishing for a better world is not enough. Transformation only happens when the chosen ones take charge of their own reality. The idea that transcending material reality means rejecting it is a great illusion. Transcendence is not about ignoring the game, but about learning to play it from within without being controlled by it. An elevated spirit does not deny the desire for success and prosperity. On the contrary, it recognizes that abundance is a natural reflection of alignment with the laws of the universe. Those who apply their full potential, study, work, and help others expand their influence not only prosper, but also inspire others to do the same. You become an example. Default text. The most ruthless remain confined to the rules of the physical world, while the chosen ones have access to something far greater, the connection between the physical and the spiritual. And here lies the great secret. The whole is never outmatched in generosity. The more a chosen one contributes to creation, the more they receive in return. This is the true law of abundance. Those who understand this dynamic do not feel threatened by scarcity. On the contrary, they become channels of prosperity, multiplying wealth, wisdom, and positive impact in the world. How to rewrite the game of power without becoming a tyrant. If the chosen ones want to triumph, they must abandon the idea that power is something external, granted by a social position or a title. True power comes from within. Expanding consciousness and raising vibrational frequency is not an abstract concept. It is a practical method for generating real influence and impact. This means developing the ability to shape one's own reality, no longer depending on hierarchies or a corrupted system to exercise authority. The most ruthless believe that power can only be exercised through domination. They follow the logic of hierarchy and fear because they know no other form of influence. However, true mastery does not come from subjugating others, but from mastering oneself. This is what sets the chosen ones apart. Their strength does not depend on approval or control over others, but on their unwavering connection to their essence and purpose. Let me give you a clear and concrete example of what I mean. Suppose you desire financial freedom to travel the world and own houses, apartments, and cars. A ruthless person would believe that, to obtain what they want, they must become someone who earns a lot of money, a powerful entrepreneur, or a highly successful politician. To achieve this, they would be willing to step over anyone and make any deal, even if it harms thousands of others, because they do not recognize their own identity and need to associate with something external to get what they desire. In other words, they need to become someone. A chosen one, however, can take a completely different path. They don't even need money to achieve what they desire. The whole is infinite. It is what it is, and it cannot deny its own nature. Therefore, it holds infinite possibilities to provide what you seek. It is not limited to money, nor does it need to give you a position for you to fulfill your desires. Through your power of co-creation, even if you lack financial resources, you can attract any situation or condition that allows you to travel the world and own houses, apartments, and cars. And what if you want to follow a similar path and become an entrepreneur, for example? You can do that too. With your inner power, you will co-create a highly profitable business based on integrity and benevolence toward others. The whole is within you, and it is never short of business ideas that will help many. Success is not just about money or status. It is about mastering your own reality. However, this does not mean that money should be rejected. On the contrary, the chosen ones must allow themselves to prosper financially without guilt. The more prosperous they become, the more positive examples they provide to the world. This is how collective consciousness shifts. When prosperity is no longer associated with cruelty, but with integrity and spiritual elevation. The key to this transformation lies in the conscious use of elevated archetypes and energetic patterns. Just as the ruthless use patterns of domination and fear, The chosen ones can connect to archetypes of wisdom, creativity, and divine power. When they understand this tool, they become true co-creators of reality, shaping their destiny without needing to manipulate or exploit others. The Matrix may favor the most ruthless within its limited rules, but the chosen ones have access to an infinitely greater power. While manipulators remain trapped in the gears of control and fear, those who awaken to their true nature understand that frequency mastery, expanded consciousness, and connection with the quantum field are unbeatable forces. True success does not belong to those who oppress, but to those who understand and apply the hidden laws of the universe in their favor. Now, the decision is yours. Will you keep waiting for the world to be fair? Or will you take charge of shaping your own reality? Passivity strengthens the matrix, but awakened consciousness breaks the invisible chains of limitation. Prosperity, influence, and success are not reserved for a select group, but for those who consciously choose to become the architects of their own destiny. Reality is already being rewritten, and you must choose what role you want to play. Those who awaken to their true power no longer have to live in the shadows of the ruthless because they understand that creation is in their hands. So, what do you choose? Will you remain a prisoner of a system that will never work in your favor? Or will you become the master of your own existence? And here's my advice for your first step. Subscribe to this channel. The Zenither channel is created by a chosen one for chosen ones, and I believe in the power of a community focused on a single goal. If the words in this video resonated with you in any way, then this is a sign that you belong in this community, a group of people committed to reaching their highest potential. When a chosen one helps someone, the energy of the entire world changes. But when a chosen one helps another chosen one, the universe reshapes itself to that action. So, leave your comment and contribute to another chosen one. Remember, you are not here to find a purpose. You are the purpose, experiencing itself. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope to see you in the next video. A life of infinite possibilities awaits you.